Seriously?
Let's go. Time to rumble. What?
Yeah, you don't want to go down that way. There's turrets. We want to go this way. No, wait a minute. That's back to the upper city. It's the apartment, so we want to go this way. It's the cantina. We've already been there.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Bek base. How do I know you're not a Vulkar spy sent to kill Gaddon Thek?
You need Gaddon's help. I was told to speak to him.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gaddon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beks open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulkar gang war, Gaddon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Persuade, maybe a bribe could get me in.
My loyalty's not for sale. I've been with the Hidden Beks for years, and I'm not going to desert Gaddon now just because everyone is turning against him.
Maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies.
We do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulkars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gaddon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back.
So you're gonna let me in?
Go in and speak to Gaddon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Beks are watching you.
Hold it right there. Who are you? And what is your business with Gaddon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will... never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
I need information on those Republic escape pods that has crashed in the Undercity.
Escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gaddon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Not working for the
I
Sith.
suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Beks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
Bastila is a slave. What will happen to her now?
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
Swoop race, what does that have to do with
I'm
it?
afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
Gaddon, can you help me with this?
I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
What are you
The
proposing?
swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Beks this year. If you win the race, you will win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
How am I supposed to get inside the Vulkar base?
The Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Where can I find Mission?
Our Wookiee friends Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
I've got some Sith uniforms to disguise
A
myself.
simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
Okay, I'll trade the uniforms for the papers.
Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll be back when I get the
I
prototype.
suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Alright. Now there's Canderous.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Karatumpa kunpalyiya mokapaata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na punshan yunyan. Kavavol pamulji kamana. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde vulnerables.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Tony Pudu. Rana no prata don't no sercha. Ichua penki. Watana wamamulira. Kenchunju parshak. No bule muli raji. Jonitun. Turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Palamure slimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Yes.
Those Valkyrs are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gaddon keeps his Hidden Beks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
Who are you?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Speak to Karth. Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
You could ask me questions later tonight. Is this really necessary?
I would answer the damn questions already.
The orders, are we? Okay, you got it. Sir, let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Like you said when we first met, Bastila didn't have time to use her powers.
Bastila is as powerful as they say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I'm just a soldier. I'm sure there isn't anything unusual about that, is there?
Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors.
You'd rather I wasn't?
Ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, but still.
Are you implying I had something to do with the crash?
Maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why would Bastila request my
They
transfer?
requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
What do you mean by surprises?
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Try something and be the last mistake you
It
make.
has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
You haven't heard the last from me on this.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Ya bastard.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
I've got my security papers right
Let
here.
me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits!
This is a public elevator. I'm not paying any toll.
Have pity on us. We have nothing. All we ask is a few credits to make our lives easier.
Here's 20 credits to buy some food. Get out of here, you filthy beggars, or I'll use my blaster.
Run, my brother! Flee this one's wrath!
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Teo Ketra. Who are you?
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there?
Nothing special.
Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there.
Rukil? Who's that?
Rukil's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
The Promised Land? What's that?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil.
Where can I find Rukil?
He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
I'll be going now.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the Upworld.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
How do you manage to run a store here in the
If a
Undercity?
villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters, and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
Let me see your
Yeah,
inventory.
it ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
Didn't have the sword like I was hoping he would, but it's alright. I don't think we want to go over there just yet, because I think that triggers the next part of the mission. That's who we're looking for.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you.
What are you talking about, old man?
Question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
I'm Pale Ketra. What do you want from me, Rukil?
Once I was honored for my wisdom. But over time, the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually, there was only a single apprentice who followed me. And now she is gone too.
The true path, what does that mean?
No, not yet. I must be wary. Careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you? No. Not until you prove yourself.
Prove myself. How can I do that?
Is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
I will help you with this, Rukil.
Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to you.
I'll be back if I find anything
I
out.
wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
I don't know much about. I'm still kind of relearning the D&D combat of this game, especially because how old it is. But man, this game it gets Star Wars in a way few things did.
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time!
I can't. The Rakghouls are too close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so
Yo, Commander Zephy, how's it going? Open the gate. I will kill the
You
Rakghouls.
risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
I hate fighting these fucking things.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back.
How's it going, Zeffy?
Yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hendar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
Please, you have to help me.
Doing pretty good. That's great. That's good to hear.
The Beks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend.
What have you been playing lately? Slow down, mission. What's wrong?
Zalbar, he's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Calm down, mission. Take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find. Just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rat ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
I've been going between some itch.io stuff for the fun of it, Ender Lilies and Rain World. Oh, nice. I've not looked into that kind of thing, but that's cool if you're enjoying them. Do you know where they took him?
I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers.
I gotta play Nier Automata.
That's probably where they
I just finished Stellar Blade and it was alright. If I help you get Zalbar back, you have to help me get inside the Vulcar base.
Deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulcan.
Rain World is hard AF. Oof.
We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers. Or
I'm not that good at games.
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find
Nier is
Zalbar.
so good.
And
That's what I hear.
Secret entrance into the Vulcar compound.
Ender Lilies was the same way, but I've beaten it twice now, so I guess I've figured it out somewhat. It sounds like you did more than figure it out.
Yeah?
Oh, shit. I don't really care about recovering these mines. I'm sure it'd be like easy credits,
Yes.
but...
What?
I'm thinking we might stick on the BioWare train on Fridays, and once we finish KOTOR, do some Mass Effect. It's been too long since I've done a full trilogy playthrough.
Sure.
Stab myself in the leg one more time. Alright, let's see. There's a Republic soldier over there. It looks like we gotta go the long way around. Yeah, I have them on PC. I've started the first one a couple times and then I just never finish it. But I think doing a stream on it will help.
Please.
Um,
Inside my skin, something growing, like some kind of.
It depends. If I'm doing Renegade Shep, then it's Fem Shep. If I'm doing Paragon Shep, then it's Male Shep. Wait here, I'll see if I can find something to help you.
No! No! I can feel it! Ah!
Oh my god!
Here. You asked for this.
These things are... Why do I keep missing? But either way, Mass Effect is like the three of the greatest games like ever made. Oh, interesting. See, I don't like,
This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
I've got proper security papers.
Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? I should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rak ghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rak ghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control.
I should be going now.
Yeah, sure. The commander won't be too happy if you come back empty-handed, right? Well, the same thing goes for us. Come on, Patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
See, I think the guy that voices Mailshep is not very good at Renegade, but he's really good at the, you know, icon, the guy that you're supposed to look up to, Shepard. Whereas I think Jennifer Hale as Femshep has the opposite, where she's really good at the Renegade. But she's not very good. She's not as believable as the Paragon. So that's how you do that. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'd definitely be open to hearing other people's takes.
You asked for this. How'd you like that?
I just love Femshep. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong either way. Like, the Mass Effect trilogy is just perfect. And they never made any after 3. Hey, we leveled up. Look at that. If your computer can handle it. Yeah, they're definitely not Switch compatible. Looks like it's still full price right now. But I would recommend, if you can find it, get the Legendary Edition on sale. It comes with all 3 games plus every bit of DLC for the 3, except for one piece of DLC for the first game that's just like the source file is gone. But if you get it on PC, you can, yeah, that's why I'm kind of waiting for the Switch 2. I sold my Switch, and then they announced like all these games I want to play, like Xenoblade 3. It's like, you know, I'll just wait for the Switch 2. Whoa. You can take this back to what's his name. That's what drives me nuts about Nintendo is like, you can't make underpowered hardware and then just leave it out to die for the next like 10 years. Game development's gonna stagnate. Yeah, I mean, if even half the rumors are true, I think the Switch 2 will be worth it. But we'll have to see. I have a Steam Deck, so it's also that's another reason it's hard for me to justify a Switch. Yeah, I mean, it was fine when it launched, but they launch underpowered and then take so long to come out with a new system that you get to the tail end of the generation and the system just struggles. Seems to be blocked. Yeah, they're so behind in like key ways, but they also just make really good games. And GBC Tetris. I didn't have Tetris. Actually, I think I had that on the 64. Get wrecked. Apparently, goddamn. One time I can say fucking pigs and not be like derogatory about it. Because they're Gamorreans, they're literally pigs. Oh shit. Whoa. Come on. Man, I still remember playing this on Xbox. The game just blew my mind at the time, and in many ways I think it was ahead of its time, and kind of set the blueprint for BioWare going forward. This game is 21 years old now. Oh, we got an ad.
Shield leads to another section of the sewers. The entrance to the Vulcar base is somewhere past there. I've got the codes to lower the shield, but we have to rescue Zalbar from those Gamorrean slavers. Don't worry. We can come back after we find Big Z.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll go find your pet. I think my first Star Wars game was one of the Super Star Wars games. Never beat those fuckers, but the SNES Star Wars games are something else. Oh, I bet. So SNES games are just built different. Mine was Rogue Squadron on N64. Oh man, Star Wars pod racing. Now this is pod racing. Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear. Jeff goes between the pod racing game and OG Ogre Battle 64. I don't think I've played that one. I'll put that on.
Look at this. This is one of those old style.
We're gonna have to wrap it up here in a minute.
Computer codes are nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
It's a square game. Oh, okay. It's weird to see a tactics game on console, but it works surprisingly. Fire Emblem on the Switch is fantastic. 3 Houses, and that's a more of a tactical RPG. What do you mean, who's with you? We met in the cantina. Good to meet you, Zalbar. I'm Tel Ketra. Three Houses. It's the only one I've played, but I was addicted to that game. I put like 100 hours in.
Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means?
It's some kind of loyalty vow, isn't it?
Life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you.
I'm honored to accept his vow.
I guess this means you're stuck with me, too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, sure, mission. I'm glad to have you aboard.
So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Vulcar base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum.
We're gonna try to get to the Vulcar base before we call it a night. Good, the sooner we get there, the better.
I better come with you. The Vulcars put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Vulcars on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there.
Rancor? Are you serious?
The Rancor monster made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you. I will see you next time, and I will try to pop in next time I see you live. I don't fear that beast. Let's go.
Off we go. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Join your party. Remember, you only have 2 party members with you anytime. Yeah, I know. We'll stick with rocking these two. And call it a night. You two realize you don't have to stand that close. You're blaster users. Please move.
No problem. Got it.
Hey, Karth. You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. Prejudiced, rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Settle down, both of you.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.